let us discuss combination reaction of metal with oxygen. Now, in general, any metal which react with oxygen results in formation of corresponding metallic oxides. As we know, metallic oxides are basic or alkaline in nature, as well as few metallic oxides are amphoteric in nature. Now, generally, when we discuss about reaction of metal with oxygen, the metal from potassium till mercury react with oxygen, but their reactivity is different. All the metal do not react with oxygen with the same ease. Apart from that, the time and temperature requirement to bring about this reaction is different, and that generally increases from top to bottom. The most important point which need to be noted here, that is silver and gold. Silver and gold do not directly combine with oxygen. Do not directly combine with oxygen. Now let me have the metal from reactivity series, that is potassium. Now potassium metal react with oxygen. So I have potassium metal combines with oxygen in order to give me potassium oxide. Now this potassium oxide is white in color. So in order to balance this, I'll take here 4K, gives me 2K2. Same happens with the sodium metal. So I have sodium metal do combine with oxygen in order to give me Na2O. Now this Na2O is also white in color. So once again, in order to balance this, I'll take 4Na and 2 Na2O. Now the calcium. Calcium metal react with oxygen in order to give me calcium oxide. Now this calcium oxide is as quicklime, commonly known as quicklime, and it is also white in color. It's also white in color. So to balance this, I'll multiply 2Ca and gives me 2CaO. Now the next metal which goes, that is magnesium. Now whenever we burn magnesium metal in presence of air or oxygen, this magnesium metal burns with dazzling flame to produce white color magnesium oxide. So here 2Mg gives me 2MgO. Then we have another metal, that is aluminium. Now aluminium do react with oxygen so as to give me aluminium oxide. So in order to balance this, I'll take 4Al plus 3O2 gives me 2Al2O3. Now this is generally formed as a coating on aluminium surface. You observe that whenever we take a fresh aluminium sheet, it is very shiny. But over a period of time, the dullness increases. Now that dullness increases because of the formation of aluminium oxide on its surface. Then I have a zinc metal. Zinc metal react with oxygen so as to give me zinc oxide. Now this zinc oxide is yellow when hot and white when cold. This is observation. Zinc oxide, when it is hot, it will appear yellow in color, but when it is cold, it will appear white in color. Then I have an iron metal. Iron metal do combine with oxygen. Okay, so here we have when iron metal is reacted with oxygen at a high temperature. Okay, so it gives me Fe3O4. So to balance this, I'll take here 3 and here I'll take 2. So this particular compound Fe3O4, we call it as a triferric tetroxide. Now same iron do combine with oxygen present in air in presence of moisture. So it will give me Fe2O3 dot H2O. Now this we call it as an rust and that rust generally we observe that it is brown in color. So once again, to balance this particular thing, I'll get here 4 Fe 3O2 gives me 2 Fe2O3 dot H2O. Now depend upon the moisture we have this particular. This is not water of crystallization there. It is present. So rusting do require both the presence of oxygen as well as moisture. Then I have a lead metal. Now lead metal generally react with oxygen, okay, at high temperature, so as to give me corresponding lead oxide. Now this lead oxide is yellow when cold, and brown when hot. Then I come across the hydrogen as a reference point here. So I have a 2H2 plus O2 gives me 2H2O. That's a water. We call it as an dihydrogen oxide, which is commonly known as water. Then I have the next metal, that is copper. Copper do react with oxygen at slightly high temperature in order to give me copper oxide. This is copper oxide, which is black in color. Then mercury metal. The mercury do combine with oxygen in order to give me mercuric oxide. Now this mercuric oxide is orange in color. Now already we mentioned that silver and gold do not directly combine with oxygen. So here we end up with reaction of metal with oxygen. Hope you must have understood. Thank you for watching.